I had no idea. I mean, I just had no idea how sick she really was. And once she got out of surgery and I realized how sick she was, and at that point I became probably the most scared person in the state of Vermont.
I was so sick and I just didn't know what was wrong with me, and I definitely thought I was going to die. I was sick and I didn't feel well, but I still wanted to hang out with my friends and do all the normal 17-year-old stuff, and I didn't want to miss out. I just kept going to school. It didn't feel good. Finals were coming up, so I really just wanted to go to school and get it done with. Mom made me stay home. My stomach hurt all over, and it wasn't just one particular area, and I just didn't know what was wrong with me.
She woke up about 7:15. We got dressed, went to the doctor's office. The doctor took one look at her, sent us to the ER. And after doing an ultrasound and finding her belly full of everything that shouldn't be in her belly, Greg Godowski was called down.
Taylor looked really ill when she came in. We found that she had actually an abscess in her abdomen. I got assistance from Dr. Bunker and McBain. We were operating for a couple hours. She had a lot of inflammatory response inside the abdomen, and draining the infection and taking out the appendix was a challenge.
At one point I remember saying to him, because he's like, if I open her up, this could happen. If I don't open her up, this can happen. I'm not sure which way I want to go. And I said to him, well, if it was your kid, what would you do? He said, I would probably operate. I said, then operate. And I'm not sure I could have that conversation with somebody that I didn't already know.
The special care unit takes care of ICU patients typically. We also take care of pediatric patients, surgical patients, people who need closer monitoring than they would get out on a medical surgical floor. Taylor came up to the special care unit right after she had her surgery, and I remember she was really sick, in a lot of pain, and we had to watch her closely for infection, because after a burst appendix, that's what we look out for, and I remember she was queasy, and it took her quite a while to bounce back. She had a hard time.
I don't really remember anything, and I was confused. Days passed by and I just wasn't awake. When I came to, 3 days later, I felt a lot better, and people explained stuff to me, and it was a lot to soak in, but I felt like I was in a good place.
It's just the reward you get from helping people and really taking them through an illness and seeing it through to when they're well again. And I think that's really, really special part about my job and the part that I enjoy the most. We offer certainly a more personal approach to patient care than you would get at a larger institution. I think that is one of our strengths, is that we can offer a more personal touch.
One of our key specialties is compassionate care at Brattleboro Memorial Hospital for every patient that we serve. You see your patients, you see your physicians, you see the members of the hospital staff within the community. So that is a very important focus for us.
A lot of people suggested that I move Taylor to a larger hospital, but because of my family being here, my friends being here, our support system being here, BMH was giving her excellent care, and I really didn't see any need to move her. I have other children, and being able to see them every day. I work here in town, so being able to check in at the office and going to the office for a few minutes if I had to. And just having the support system, but the doctors and the nurses and the care that Taylor received, in my opinion, were top-notch. Dr. Godowski saved my daughter's life, and there was no need for her to go anywhere else.